Eight surprising benefits of chirimoya. The chirimoya fruit, also known as chirimoya or sugar apple, is a fruit belonging to the species Annona chirimula, which is native to South and Central America. This fruit is also known as the tree of ice cream due to its creamy consistency and a blend of banana, mango, strawberry, coconut, papaya, and pineapple flavors. Thus, it is commonly used in smoothies and ice creams, added to fruit salads, or even used as a mousse or pie filling. This juicy, delicious, and creamy fruit resembles custard apple, with its green outer skin consisting of overlapping scales and custardy flesh with several black seeds. The only difference is that it is much smoother on the outside, has comparatively lesser seeds and more flesh, and is somewhat sweeter in taste. In fact, it is a variety of custard apples. The inner flesh of this fruit starts turning brown as it ripens, and so it cannot be stored for a long time, as the sugars in the flesh will begin to ferment. The seeds and skin are inedible as they are extremely toxic. This fruit finds its place amongst the healthiest fruits with its high nutrition, particularly vitamin C and antioxidants. 1. Rich in antioxidants. Chirimoya is loaded with antioxidants, which fight free radicals in your body. High levels of free radicals can cause oxidative stress, which is associated with chronic illnesses, including cancer and heart disease. Certain compounds in chirimoya, including cornoic acid, flavonoids, carotenoids, and vitamin C, have powerful antioxidant effects. One test tube study found that both the peel and pulp are excellent sources of antioxidants, with compounds in the peel especially effective at preventing oxidative damage. However, note that you should not eat the peel of chirimoya to add to health concerns. This is explained in more detail below. Chirimoya's carotenoid antioxidants may be particularly powerful. Research shows that foods rich in carotenoids may boost eye health and reduce your risk of heart disease and certain cancers. 2. Boosts your mood. Chirimoya is an excellent source of vitamin B6 or pyridoxine. In fact, 1 cup or 160 grams of the fruit contains over 30% of the reference daily intake. Vitamin B6 plays an important role in the creation of neurotransmitters, including serotonin and dopamine, which help regulate your mood. Inadequate levels of this vitamin may contribute to mood disorders. In fact, low blood levels of vitamin B6 are linked to depression, especially in older adults. One study in 251 older adults found that vitamin B6 deficiency doubled one's chances of depression. By boosting levels of this important vitamin, chirimoya may help reduce your risk of depression related to vitamin B6 deficiency. 3. Benefit for eye health. Chirimoya is rich in the carotenoid antioxidant lutein, one of the main antioxidants in your eyes that maintain healthy vision by fighting free radicals. Several studies associate high lutein intake with good eye health and a lower risk of age-related macular degeneration, a condition marked by eye damage and vision loss. Lutein may also protect against other eye issues, including cataracts, which is a clouding of the eye that causes poor eyesight and vision loss. A review of 8 studies found that individuals with the highest blood levels of lutein had a 27% lower risk of developing cataracts, compared to those with the lowest levels. Therefore, consuming lutein-rich foods, such as chirimoya, may boost eye health and fight conditions like age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. 4. Prevents high blood pressure. Chirimoya is high in nutrients that help regulate blood pressure, such as potassium and magnesium. Notably, 1 cup of the fruit boasts 10% of the reference daily intake for potassium and over 6% of the reference daily intake for magnesium. Both potassium and magnesium promote the dilation of blood vessels, which in turn helps lower blood pressure. High blood pressure may increase your risk of heart disease and stroke. One review noted that consuming the reference daily intake for potassium, 4,700 milligrams per day, can reduce systolic and diastolic blood pressure by around 8 and 4 mmHg, respectively. Another review of 10 studies found that those with the highest magnesium intake had an 8% lower risk of high blood pressure, compared to people with the lowest intake. 5. Promotes good digestion. 1 cup of chirimoya offers almost 5 grams of dietary fiber, which is over 17% of the reference daily intake. Because fiber cannot be digested or absorbed, it adds bulk to stool and helps move it through your intestines. In addition, soluble fibers, like those found in chirimoya, can feed the good bacteria in your gut, as well as undergo fermentation to produce short-chain fatty acids. These acids include butyrate, acetate, and propionate. Short-chain fatty acids are energy sources for your body and may protect against inflammatory conditions that affect your digestive tracts, such as Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. By supporting healthy bowel movements and nourishing gut bacteria, chirimoya and other fiber-rich foods can promote optimal digestive health. 6. Anti-cancer properties. Some of the compounds in chirimoya may help fight cancer. Chirimoya's flavonoids include catechin, epicatechin, and epiglycatechin. Some of these flavonoids have been shown to stop the growth of cancer cells in test tube studies. One study found that treating bladder cancer cells with epicatechin led to significantly less cell growth and replication, compared to cells that did not receive this flavonoid. Another test tube study observed that some catechins, including those in chirimoya, stopped up to 100% of breast cancer cell growth. What's more, population studies suggest that individuals who consume diets rich in flavonoids have a lower risk of developing certain cancers, such as those of the stomach and colon, than people whose diets are low in this compound. However, more human studies are needed to fully understand how chirimoya compounds affect cancer. 7. Fights inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to several dangerous illnesses, including heart disease and cancer. Notably, chirimoya provides several anti-inflammatory compounds, including cornoic acid. This acid has strong anti-inflammatory effects and has been shown to decrease certain inflammatory proteins in animal studies. In addition, chirimoya boasts catechin and epicatechin, flavonoid antioxidants found to have powerful anti-inflammatory effects in test tube and animal studies. One study observed that mice fed an epicatechin-enriched diet had reduced blood levels of the inflammatory marker C-reactive protein, compared to a control group. High levels of C-reactive protein are associated with atherosclerosis, a hardening and narrowing of the arteries that significantly increases your risk for heart disease. 8. Boosts your immunity. Like other tropical fruits, chirimoya is loaded with vitamin C, a nutrient that boosts immunity by fighting infections and disease. Vitamin C deficiency is linked to impaired immunity and an increased risk of infections. Human studies further reveal that vitamin C may help decrease the duration of the common cold. However, research is mixed and has mostly focused on supplements rather than dietary vitamin C. Consuming chirimoya and other foods rich in this vitamin is an easy way to ensure adequate immune health.